see you all here today. In July I had a discussion with Pastor Mike regarding starting a music program for the younger students of the church and surrounding areas. Mike believed that we had a lot of children in the church and a lot of children outside of the church who would benefit being part of a musical group. And I must admit, I believed that there was a need for it. I was not sure if I had the energy required to be the organiser. When I mentioned that to Mike yesterday, he said, "Let's be honest, you're old." True. I'm really quite busy with my little music school and various other activities, so I spent about a week praying, hoping that the Lord would give me the answer. After a week, I woke up one morning and just said to my husband, "Graham, I can do this." In past years, I have trained up quite a few organists for the churches I attended and churches of other denominations. These young people are not so young today. Just let me know how old you are. And I know that a few of these are passing their church musical knowledge to other young people who will one day join the adult music team. I have always felt that we could have two teams in the church, the more mature music teams and the young ones. We announced our intention of starting up the junior music team, and I truly believe that we would probably get an attendance of about 15 to 20 children. What a shock when about 70 children from all around the area turned up on the first day. A wonderful young lady by the name of Belinda Hewitt came up to me at church and volunteered to help in any way. She said that she could do the computer work and any running around. She was so enthusiastic and bright, I just said, "Thank you, God." The really hard part has been trying to find band material and easy keys for the beginner students, and for free, because they cost a lot of money if you buy them from a shop. I sat at the computer for about 2 weeks, me, who basically only knows how to turn the machine on and off, and that's on a good day. Extremely frustrating time for me, because I would buy something online, then I would lose it, and spend hours trying to find it again. I learned quite early that for band instruments, the easiest keys to play a piece in was probably the hardest key for guitars. It was a huge learning curve. I put a sign up in the church asking for volunteers who had any musical training to act as mentors. From this, Bandbinos acquired Daniel Stayer, who has been absolutely wonderful for the guitar students, and Micah Sinclair, who has, with great gusto, thrown himself into teaching and helping the violin students, and also doing the tuning of the violins for many of the younger students. In this area, one of my piano students, Kyrene Coe, also volunteered to help with the violins. So between her and Micah and several mums who have been there to offer assistance when required, the violins got off the ground. To start with, we had just a few mentor helpers. Another one of my piano students, Ryan Actus, offered to help with the choir. So he spent every Sunday playing the piano for the children to sing to. And two wonderful ladies from this church, Janet, who is deaf, and Denise, who has studied Auslan and does a lot of signing in the church for Janet, came on board and taught the children to sign to Silent Night. The children love this, and it has spread to other schools where the teachers are using our kids to teach their kids signing for their Christmas carols. I feel that we are really doing something positive for the children of this area when it is spreading into schools. I wanted to incorporate some of our wonderful cultural influences into Bandbinos, because we are truly a very multicultural band and choir. So for one of our mothers, Kyoko, put the second verse of Silent Night into Japanese for us and then taught them. She is an extremely busy lady, and I really appreciated her help and enthusiasm. We decided that we would like to have someone teach the children Mandarin. So Wendy, from my Tuesday morning Bible study group, was happy to do this, and with grateful gratitude, I would like to thank her for the time and effort she has put into this little project. The children have learnt the first verse of We Wish You a Merry Christmas in Mandarin. This has been a lot of work for such a young group of vocalists. And another one of my Tuesday morning ladies, Pauline Desario, offered to run the kitchen, and she's been doing such a wonderful job. The children all receive a cold drink and a small packet of potato chips after each Sunday session, donated by a couple of mothers of Bandbinos. The next person who just calmly asked if I needed help, me need help, was Nicole Fenwick. Once again, all I could say was, thank you, God. Nicole, as you know, is an extremely talented musician who teaches bands and choirs in her normal job as a high school teacher, and has been fantastic with the kids in the band. One of my private students, who also plays a band instrument, was overheard saying, that band mistress obviously knows what she's doing. She's great. And I tend to agree. It was all working out well. I had Belinda on the door, Pauline in the kitchen, Nicole with the band, Kyrene and Micah with the violins. All I needed now was someone to run the choir, so that I wasn't always running around in circles, because that's how it seemed. And along came a lady, not from our church, but a friend I had made when walking my two dogs in the park. Her name is Wilhelmina, Willie for short. This lady is so enthusiastic and has done a wonderful job with the choir, especially at such short notice. There are many other people who help. Pastor Mike's wife Rhonda being one, she helps with the choir and very calmly helps the children. I just wish I could be more like her. I have plans for Bandbinos for next year, having a musical, small ensemble, so that we all get to appreciate the talent that we have in this area. In small ensembles, they can't get lost in the crowd, so they are seen and heard. I would like to start a junior theory class for any students who wishes to learn more about music other than singing or playing, and I would like to do that by playing musical games and just having fun. To everyone who has helped, and if I haven't mentioned your name, I apologise, but your caring and help has been appreciated. If anyone in the congregation believes that they have something to offer to Bandbinos, I'd love to speak to you. It really is a lot of fun, and sharing your knowledge with a young player who goes on to share their knowledge is like leaving a legacy behind. A living musical legacy. Bandbinos is now going to play for you, and we hope that you enjoy our renditions of very famous Christmas carols. I will now hand you over to our lovely compere Anna, who will run the service for us today.
The first song the Bandbinos will be performing is Silent Night. Silent Night was originally written by Father Joseph Moore in 1816 and first performed by Franz Gruber on Christmas Eve in 1818. Since then, it has been translated into 140 different languages, and today we'd like to perform it for you in sign language, Japanese and English.